Warning, this podcast may contain content that is not suitable for younger viewers. Also, this podcast is in no way spoiler free. Anyone on the podcast has free range to talk about any topic that comes out, whether it be a movie that just came out or a book series that's been out for a while. They have no restrictions. So, without further ado, let's get on to the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the Nerds of the Round podcast. Once again, today I am your king, Dylan. I'm joined by my knight of the round, Nick. Say hello.
Hi guys.
And today, instead of Derek, who is absent, we have a traveling salesman, a good friend of ours, Justin, who's here to bring us the word around the world and all the majestic things you've seen out there.
Hello. My lord.
Great curse words.
I should say.
Hello, my lord.
Thank you for having me, first of all, guys. This is my very first podcast ever. I really appreciate it. And hope to get excited. What we're going to talk about today.
No, it's good. I want to talk about mainly how I rode fucking Gringotts yesterday.
How is that?
So worth it.
Yeah?
It was so good. I was highly impressed. It would be better, honestly, if it wasn't Harry Potter. But that's just personal opinion, because I'm, like, Harry Pottered out right now. But
did you bring your wand on the ride?
No, I did not bring my wand. But,
Oh, you're not Harry Potter.
that's actually a separate story I want to talk about. But, no, it was fucking amazing. Just, like, the shit they have. It is seriously, like, a combination between Transformers and The Mummy. Like, a roller coaster and a simulator. Because you do wear the same glasses they have in The Mummy and in Spider-Man as well, like those 3D glasses, and you're staring at the 3D screens.
Mm-hmm.
But like there are some intense roller coaster parts, and not only are they intense, it's in like pitch black, and there's like this really intense drop too.
Have you ever been on Indiana Jones and Temple of Forbidden Eye?
No.
Okay.
No.
I will make the judgment call because to me
Derek
that
was
is
saying
the
something about
best ride I've ever been on. That ride is so good. I could jerk off to that ride and come every time.
What's it like though?
Have you ever been on Dinosaur
Yes.
at Animal Kingdom?
Yes.
Same thing, just themed to Indiana
Oh, okay.
Jones.
That actually sounds
Much
pretty
better
cool.
effects. You go over a bridge of fire. Fantastic.
Indiana Jones shit, basically.
Oh yeah, it's Indy.
No. And this one, you start off, apparently you're doing like a tour of the Gringotts Bank, and then it's supposed to be taking place during the 7th movie, I believe. Whatever movie Harry Potter goes to Gringles. And
That'd be part 2.
was it part 2 of
The
7?
beginning of part 2.
Yeah, they went to Green Goth.
Because he's crying over Dolby being dead.
And then remember
And
Hermione
then,
dressed
I know
like,
he went there
oh,
for
we
the
have to get to
Horcrux.
Gringotts
Hermione
for some
dressed
reason.
like, she dressed like what's her face? She took the apologies post and dressed like.
Oh yeah, and then Warwick Davis is there because he plays like every midget in that fucking series. Like,
but no, the ride was great.
Willow.
So you start off, you're going through the tour of the bank, and then you like come to this area, and Bellatrix Lestrange is there, and she's like yelling at you. It was really hard to understand her.
I'm Tim Burton's
Yeah,
wife.
basically, she's like, I do bad stuff, zap zap with my lightning.
Yeah, apparently when she was, I've heard people say when she comes out, she goes.
Yeah,
she
like
just passes
it's
the
hard.
spell.
It's hard to hear her. Then you do the drop, which is a very fucking intense drop, and you like go. Then you head into like the first part of roller coaster section. Then you come up to another screen, and that's when you run into like Harry and Hermione when they're going through the ride, and they're like, "Get him out of here!" You know, the blah blah blah. Bellatrix is here, and she's gonna kill him, and
Probably the best audio cue in a ride. Blah blah blah.
yeah, blah blah blah.
Drop.
Like, I don't really know what's going on. Just Harry Potter shit. I mean, if you don't speak English, you won't know what the hell is going
Which
on.
is half the people.
Then
So.
the ride gets kind of slow, where you start getting attacked by the cave trolls or the trolls. They're like in armor or whatever. And I mean, it's all right, but I feel like it should have been something more relevant. Because I mean, I only remember, at least in the movies wise, I can't really remember them in the books, but I barely read the books.
I didn't read the books. Either.
The troll was only in the first one when they attacked him in the bathroom. So, like, to me, I'm like, trolls, well, whatever. I'm like, it could have been, like, Bellatrix, some more Bellatrix or more Voldemort, because he comes in later in the ride, but he's seriously only in the ride for 2 seconds. So after the trolls attack you, then you head into another fucking roller coaster section, and you're zooming and zipping, and like I said, this is in pitch black the whole time, so I'm just like, I don't know what's going on or what's coming next, but this is great. Then you end up in like Bellatrix's vault, and like the wall break. Oh no, they throw you in one of the vaults, and they said, hey, you'll be safe in here, just hang out. Then like the wall breaks down, and Nagina comes out, and she like the snake. Nagina? I'm probably saying it wrong.
Jiri?
The python?
The snake. The Horcrux
big
snake.
Okay.
Nagini. Something like that.
Nagini.
Yeah.
That's it.
So then, like, she comes out.
Who
she's
kills Snape, spoiler alert.
Yeah, oh no.
That's what Voldemort orders him to,
and attacks you, and then, well, that's when Voldemort walks
Can
up.
I just say real quick, the Ultimate Potter and Voldemort duel at the end of part 2, a terrible death by Voldemort. I felt like that was a cheap shot. He just breaks apart.
Faded away. Apparently he's like actually supposed to die in the books or something. I don't really know. I wish.
So is he like dead? I don't know. It left me with like,
so.
Oh, we got room to do a few more movies if we decide to bring him back. Like,
who knows?
I don't know.
That's when that
should have been. I was expecting this ultimate like the battle on Mustafar in Star Wars.
I heard in the book it was,
that was
great. Like the ultimate battle. Like that's what I was expecting.
You want to see Anakin fight Obi-Wan
Not
in their glory.
That's what it was.
Well, that's a problem with a lot of shit I hate when it comes to the Marvel movies is that I feel like most of their final battles are always cop-out endings. Like they'll be like battle for 2 seconds and then they'll be like a quick one-punch knockout, and you're just like, well, that was cool.
Why
like,
didn't
this
he
guy, I watched this guy be a badass for 2 hours just to get taken down like a bitch.
Yeah, like.
But then they filled it in with the Avengers, where the whole movie's just a giant fight scene. I'm like, all right, this is okay. I like this.
So I had to say, Winter Soldier.
Well, that was the one thing I liked about Winter Soldiers, because the villain kept on coming. You didn't
I like
have
that better than
fight.
Avengers.
I actually have to agree on that. That was a better movie.
I like Winter Soldier better than the Avengers as well.
So good.
But Avengers right after, like it's a very close second.
It's like a tie.
But I don't
keep
know.
looking at
Only because I
Scarlett
feel
Johansson
like
here.
Winter Soldier had the action that the Avengers did, but it also had a really good storyline.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the Avengers storyline wasn't terrible, but it was just like stitched together that so you could say, hey, we got all these superheroes in one place. Let's watch them do their thing.
Yeah.
But it's still a great movie. Oh, so back to the ride. So then
back to Potter.
Voldemort comes out. He asks you if like you've seen Harry Potter. Bellatrix comes back out.
What does he expect me to say? Yeah. Have you seen Harry Potter?
Like, yeah, I did. Don't kill me.
Okay, ride's over. Like,
but
I've been through the queue. I love the big fuck you to Britain when you're getting in the fake elevator and it says miles instead of kilometers. That was like big.
Like it's not using
we're going 9 miles down. Oh wait, what? 9 miles? Like,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, what's a mile?
What's a mile? How far is that in kilometers?
I wouldn't know.
And then when you get out the elevator, you have to go upstairs again to get to the load platform. It's did we miss a floor? Are we having to backtrack?
Well, you don't really go anywhere. You're just in a room that shakes.
Well,
just
but I'm just saying in the theming aspect.
No, it is messed up. It'd be cool if we could go 9 miles down.
That would be cool.
Florida, you need 5 feet and you hit water.
Yeah.
Well, you go to the core. Yeah, that's where you would be ending up at.
The core is more than 9 miles away. I don't know what you're talking about.
China's 9 miles away. I know that.
Oh, we're just gonna dig to the other side. We just pop out in China.
Get to China.
This is weird. So then after that, you end up in like this volcano area, and Voldemort's there again, and then he's like, I'm gonna show you a little pain or something like that. I don't remember. It was all going fast. I was so ecstatic and I was excited. I was just like, "What's going on? This is
like
great."
The first time I rode Transformers, it was like sensory overload. I was just trying to look at shit.
He then shoots a fireball at you, and then Harry Potter rides in on the dragon. He just like shoots the fireball away, and he's just like, "Hey, saved you!" And then Voldemort just disappears. He's not seen for the rest of the ride. I was just like, "Cool, all right." Then that's the really cool scene is then Harry Potter he's supposedly hooking onto your vehicle to like get you out of there, and when he does that is when you're staring at like this 3D screen and like you're watching the dragon do his thing, and then the screen opens up and you like follow the dragon, and that's when I was blown away. I was like, this ride is fucking incredible.
Like,
Wow.
just that one scene. Because usually, like, with the 3D screens, it's like you just stare at it, and then your vehicle will turn, and you'll see another 3D screen, and it does that. That's like Spider-Man and Transformers and shit. Like, I did not expect to go into the thing. I was just like, that was cool. Like, I'm actually following this creature. But, no, it was great. I think it's a great ride. I suggest going in single riders, but, I mean, you want to ride with your family, you can wait 4 hours. That's
After you wait 4 hours to get into the land.
Yeah, after you wait for getting in the land, wait another 4 hours.
Just go straight to Gringotts.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else. Like,
I mean, if that's what you're there for. I still tell people, because, like, you know, there's people all the time saying, like, you know, we'll come down there, and, like, family members and stuff, they say, like, we'll come down and we'll all go to Universal for the new Harry Potter. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it for another year. Like,
don't come for holidays. Don't come from summer. Take your kids out of school.
yeah, like, you really want to go and have a good theme park experience. Don't go when everyone else thinks it's a good idea to go. Go in, like, February, where everyone's like, the hell am I going to a theme park in February for?
Going is cold.
Yeah. Well, even then, like, winter break and, like, Disney and Universal also does, like, what, Grinchmas or whatever? Yeah, so they all have, like, their Christmas
The
events.
Macy's parade.
Well, it doesn't have to be December. It's just when it's cold. It could be any one of those days. It could be October, November.
Okay, with that, do you think there's going to be a Phase 3 of Potter? And what your thought on that is?
I could see Universal doing it because I feel like this is, you know, if you want to compete Universal against Disney, like, obviously because they're the two main attraction people in the world. I feel like, you know, Universal is always holding the Harry Potter, like stick.
Dangling it over
yeah,
the
they're
mouse.
just like,
hey,
look at us, Disney. We have
what we
that.
got.
They would have to take.
We'll get rid of any fucking ride for
Yeah.
more of this.
For more
Like,
Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
which brings me up because which ride would they get rid of this time to build another Potter?
oh, Lost Continent for sure.
You think Lost Continent?
Yeah,
would be-
my guess is they're gonna just build a fucking giant Quidditch stadium
Like
just
a
because they
life-size.
can. Yeah, life-size Quidditch stadium. Don't even put a ride in there. Just build the fucking stadium, and you know,
Just tell
because
people
they
to come see
can.
it.
They'd probably get rid of like the Sinbad show,
Get
something
that.
like that.
Or Fear Factor. Fear Factor's pretty old,
Yeah,
too.
but then you have to worry about it hitting Men in Black because it's only so much room that
That's
it sits
true.
on.
But what can they really make? I mean, besides Diagon, Hogsmeade, and the castle, which they already all have, like, what other area are you going to put? Are you going to put the Azkaban Hotel or the Azkaban
Put the
itself,
Azkaban
or...
land right in the middle of the lagoon.
Oh my god.
Like,
That would actually be pretty cool. to be
Or
honest with you.
are they going to do Malfoy's Manor? But, like, really, what can you...
That's
what
on the
can
train. You
do?
can see that on
Yeah,
the
it's supposed to
train.
be in between the parks. Which the train was cool.
the train I thought was fantastic. The only thing I didn't like was the running through the wall gag.
Oh,
I thought it was a cheap shot. It was like, oh, look at this mirror. Okay, look, watch everyone run through the
Yeah,
wall.
we
Now
talked-
you go do it, and it's a hallway.
Yeah, we talked about that, how, like, actually doing it... We talked about it last week, how actually doing it was,
I'm just a
little
traveling
redundant.
salesman. I don't know.
no, it's fine. But no, we agree. It was just like a smoke and mirrors trick, and like you don't actually go through a wall. You're just looking like you're going through a doorway with no door. It's
Yeah.
disappointing.
But that hallway's long as shit, though. Like, when you eventually go through it, you're like turning, twisting, turning, you're trying to like...
And then next
okay.
thing you know, you do end up in the train station, which is pretty cool. You're like,
And it's
whoa.
only cool if the train is already there.
Yeah. Or if you're in Hogsmeade and it's pulling up.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Yeah, I don't want
Because-
to watch it come in ass first.
Yeah,
Like-
Yeah, it comes
one
in
thing
backwards.
I didn't,
Yeah,
that's in the
I
movie.
didn't like that. It just like backs up, and you're like, all right, it's losing some.
When
of
it,
the
when it
magic.
comes when you go in there when it's in there, like the steam kind of looks like it's from the movie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, shh, it's like all that. When it comes in ass first, it's like, oh, yeah, I remember that from the movie too.
Yeah.
One thing I tried actually, I borrowed my friend's interactive wand, and I did the interactive wand stuff.
How was the...
I'm not a big Harry Potter person. I thought it was fucking amazing.
Yeah?
I was like turning on water fountains and shit, and I made like a knight like assemble and stuff, and I turned
Yeah.
on like lights and ability, and I was like, this is really fucking cool. Like I could see how people get obsessed over
This
that.
guy at work, I was talking about it, and he was like, it's not better than Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom game. The Magic
That's
Kingdom.
that card game.
The
or
card
whatever.
game, yeah. But
I
now they
played
have
that for a
like
little bit.
T-shirts where you can buy a T-shirt, and it's like a power-up thing. I don't know. I don't know. I've never played the game. I'm not into it, but I feel like the wands is way better. Like I don't want to walk around Magic Kingdom looking for secret windows to put my card in front of. Like no.
Avada Kedavra, that's what you gotta
Yeah,
say.
just give me a wand. I'll fucking do it from here.
That was-
Do it from
And,
Tomorrowland. You okay?
And there's also like for some of the things, there's consequences if you fuck up the spell. Like, I know there's a water fountain that you can turn on, but if you do it the wrong way, the water fountain spits at you. And I'm like, okay,
I've
that's pretty
seen that.
cool.
I've seen that. Yeah,
I was like, that's awesome.
That is pretty
I've heard
cool.
people say that. That's
Nocturne Alley, let me just say, is pretty amazing.
I think that's my favorite part about Diagon Alley is going in there. It's so just like creepy.
Because I was like,
I
okay,
actually like
how are they
Nocturne
going to do
Alley.
this? It's dark all the time. Like, how are they going to do it? And then I went in for the first time, and I was just... I think the only other land that you could compare Diagon Alley to, as far as well-themed, immersive, is Cars Land in California at the second Disneyland park at California Adventure. It's amazing. Fantastic. And we were talking about this earlier today. It was like, I mean, what can Disney do? Because Avatar's not going to bring in people. I'm sorry.
No.
The entire floor, when I walk on it at night, the entire floor of that whole land better light up when I step. And it better not just be one section of a queue that does it. It better be the entire fucking land, or else I'm not. No,
Is it supposed
not
to be
doing
its
it.
whole theme park, right? Or is it just
No,
an
a whole
extension
section of the park.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're like, because they're supposed to take what 2, 3, 4 more of those movies, so they're
Yeah.
gonna make it.
Yeah,
more stuff
like
on it.
apparently, but when are those even coming out? And even if they are, like how popular is it actually going to be?
That IP is not bigger than Potter. It's never going to be bigger than Potter. Like
it's
Disney
not
should
bigger
have
than
just
half
went.
their stuff.
Yeah, they should have just went and done Star Wars Land right from the get go.
They should have. I mean, they have no
Right from the
restrictions to
get-go.
do it.
They
should
own
have a
it,
whole.
like-
They should have a whole Star Wars theme park.
Yeah,
Like,
with the
that would be
Death Star
freaking
as the
great.
icon in the middle.
Oh, yeah,
like
that
that
would
would
It's
be
just like
fantastic.
it's just Epcot, but instead it's
Yeah.
the Death Star in the middle, and
Yeah.
then each land is just a different planet from the movies.
You know what?
Like,
Fuck
go to
it. Let's retheme
Endor and
Epcot.
Dagobah.
Like enough.
Yeah, who cares about Epcot
Whatever.
anyways? The test track is the X-wing,
Woo!
or
Right.
like Mission Space is just some other Star Wars shit.
Bullshit.
Like
It's the,
Millennium
it's the
Falcon.
Gavatron at a fair. It's what Mission Space is.
that all it is.
With
I like
Lieutenant,
Mission Space though.
with
It's
Lieutenant
cool.
Dan.
I haven't been on it since I
with
was
Lieutenant
10.
Dan talking to you.
Yeah.
Gary Sinise, remember he?
Oh, Gary Sinise is the best part of that damn ride. Also, when you get in, the ride tells you that it means business because your barf bags are right there, just in case you
God.
decide you can't take
I
it.
love how he like yells at you if you don't press the button.
Yeah, press the button. Like,
He's like,
What
"Press-"
happens if you don't? Like what? Like
it does it automatically. It
Oh,
kicks in.
okay.
Yeah, but he yells at you for
Yeah.
he like spiels to you.
Like,
It's
'cause
like,
I
you
wanna
stupid fuck.
I want to go on the ride by myself, and even if you sit in the middle, because it's like 4 seats, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even if you sit in the middle, you can't reach to the one to the very far. of
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You're just like, I can't hit the button. I'm just one man in a station.
Gary Sinise.
Damn you, Lieutenant Dan.
I want a Lieutenant Dan ride. Where's that?
Just a
Come on,
Forrest-
Universal.
It's the Forrest Gump ride. It's just
Yeah.
It's just a marathon. You just run.
You just run.
You just
Just run
run.
all the
And
way
he sings the
around.
music from the
Yeah.
marathon.
And then after, you're treated to a free meal at Bubba Gump.
Oh God. Yeah, it's just called the Forrest Gump run. Like
With
everyone
a
goes there, and
bumper
then that's
sticker
where it
with a
ends.
bumper sticker that says "shit happens."
Yeah.
If you watch that movie on any cable network, it just says "It Happens." I'm
Mhm.
like, it happens. Great,
It
great bumper
happens.
sticker.
Oh.
I love when they edit.
Gringotts.
I love when they edit that stuff.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8.
Really?
A solid 8.
Yeah?
And
What
I-
more do you want out of a ride when you go on it? Because this seems to be
for
like...
it to not be Harry Potter? Like that's it. You change the theming, make it Star Wars, make it Lord of the Rings, something, and I will be like, that ride is a solid 10.
Possible Lord of the Rings.
I wish they made a
Universal
Lord of
has the
Rings.
rights to it now.
They do, but will they act on it?
Probably not. Because
Well,
that
I
would
mean,
be too cool. Are they going to want...
If they're gonna do it, they would either have to build an entirely new theme park, but I mean, you can't just make it Lord of the Rings. Don't get me wrong, I love Lord of the Rings and I'm a huge fan of it,
Yeah.
but like, how could you make an entire theme park out of Lord of the
No.
Rings? You'd
They-
have to replace one of their lands, which if you're gonna replace any of the, well, I mean, in Islands of Adventure, if you're gonna replace anything, it's either gonna be, in my
Toon.
opinion, Seuss or
Can't
Toon.
You can't replace Seuss. It's the kids' area.
Yeah, well, I'm an adult. I don't care. I don't have kids, and I don't care about the kids. No, but okay. So I see your point with Seuss. So then it's just Toon.
Marvel. Disney owns it. I mean, the contract's still valid, but
Yeah, they have that.
they're
Yeah,
eventually
like,
going to be like, all right, we're done.
That's like one of the most popular. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Like they're popular as shit up there.
And then how would you theme That's a good point. How would you theme Spider-Man to like Lord of the Rings? Like, oh, we're
Honestly.
gonna hop in this motorized vehicle.
Well, that's what I was saying.
doesn't
With like,
exist. Like,
if you do replace Toon,
It's
like,
a dragon.
it's
you
a
could-
dragon.
You could take Ripsaw and turn it into the barrel ride if you've seen the Hobbit movies, because they go down that
Yeah.
huge river in the barrel. Like, it's a simple theme change. Just keep the damn ride. Like,
That'd be
just gotta
cool,
make it
but
look
you should just
different.
demolish everything and then
Well, that's true too.
But you have all the pumps and everything underground that lead out to the lagoon, so it's going to be
They
like
have
a
a lot of
5-year deal.
infrastructure there.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5-year deal.
It would take forever, and then by that time, like, what Lord of the Rings shit's coming out? But then again, Disney's taking a gamble with the damn Avatar, and Universal's taking a gamble with Harry Potter. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but,
over.
but
That's the
they
thing.
knew that Harry Potter was going to pay off. Like, there
Oh,
was no
yeah.
doubt in their mind. Like, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, Universal was skeptical at first." And it's like, no, they knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's Harry Potter. I mean, it's the highest grossing movie franchise of all time. You know, it's saying something.
No, it's definitely popular. I'll give them that. I'm Harry Pottered out, but I can see how
Yeah, I'm
financially
pretty
that
Harry
they were
Pottered
just like, yeah, that's a great fucking idea. Like, we can make Harry Potter. Hell yeah, we're gonna make Harry Potter.
The whole Potter thing now at Universal is just unprecedented. Like, never before have you been able to, like, have an immersive experience like that
And
between two parks and make it its own. Like, it's 2 parks connected by the train, but when you think about it, it's really just one big, like,
Yeah, Harry Potter area.
spread over 2, like, fantastic.
No, it is extremely immersive.
Fantastic.
Like, I think it's great. And when it comes to the entire like theming and immersion of both of the areas, I was like, this is fucking cool. Even if you're not even a Harry Potter like nerd or like obsessed with Harry Potter, like you still like can appreciate like what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
You don't see any of the roads or streets outside of the park. Just like that would be a big thing. The only thing I think they can't stop is obviously next to Harry Potter, next to the castle, is the Jurassic Park ride, and that has that huge ass building next to it.
Oh my god.
And it's just like what could they really do to like make that not be seen? We're just like, damn it.
I love how half the castle is painted. And then the half behind it, where you can see from River Adventure, is just like this white
Just
giant
big
building,
white
and it's just
wall.
like, what is that? Throw a sign up that says like, JP
Just put a
Environmental,
giant
or
sheet.
yeah,
like a giant
do
sheet.
something. Like, and you can even see it walking toward. You can see Hogwarts on the left through JP, and it's just like,
Yeah, they have like their emergency exit.
Yeah,
right
and it's
there.
just like, what the
it's
like-
weird. They're like,
I don't know if anyone noticed this. Every land in Islands is based on literature. Do you guys know that?
did not know that.
Everything in Islands is
where's
based
Lost
on literature.
Continent based off of?
Well, it's the Voyages of Sinbad, and
So I get Marvel's
the
comic
tales and-
books, Toon is comics,
JP was
Jurassic Park.
books.
Well, it was more of a movie though.
but the book came out
The
first.
book did come out first,
True.
yes.
My-
But I mean, I think more people would know the movies than
Well,
the book.
yeah, true. Harry Potter.
And then Harry Potter,
Seuss.
obviously, and Seuss is
So it's for the books for sure.
And then
They need to
Studios
continue
is all
that theme
movie.
in movies. Yeah, ride the
So that's-
movies.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings is books.
Or you can ride the attendants. Whatever.
Lord of the Rings.
That's
books.
it.
Ride the pages.
Ride the pages.
Read. Just read.
Read.
We sell the books. That's it.
So whatever they add there, it needs to continue. Either continue
Literature.
that, or because there's actually a really nice backstory to Islands that I don't think a lot of people know about. I don't know if you can find it online if you're listening. Like, go research it. But it explains like how every island got there, and how at the beginning it was just Port of Entry, and then like Marvel is actually built on top of this giant spaceship that is capable of taking off at any time. I don't know if you guys know that.
Is that what they're going to explain when they get rid of Marvel Island?
I don't. Yeah,
Spaceship
it took
flew
off.
away.
It took off. It's done. Like, but go on, look it up. It's really nice. Like, it's actually
That's
really
cool.
nice.
I know
backstory.
the only one on. I don't know how like they got there. The only one I know is that like Marvel has that like meteor crash area. Which is like, I don't know, like it looks like giant French fries coming out of the grounds, but they said like that's where the meteor landed and all the superheroes came out or whatever.
Oh yeah,
something
and
like
it's
that.
just like, okay. It's like also one of the most pointless parts of that island. It's just like, what is
because
this?
it's in the middle, it's like right next to nothing. Like I didn't understand if it was like right in front of the Spider-Man ride. And you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, cool. Like there's this, and then I go into Spider-Man, but like there's no reason to go to that part of it.
Yeah.
Like I have no, I'm just like, why am I going to the right? Spider-Man's that way, Doom is that way, Storm Force is behind us, and Hulk. I just there's no point in going that way. Besides, like I like the comic book shit,
Yeah.
so When
No,
I go to Marvel all the time, I'm always just like have the biggest grin on my face because I think everything there is amazing because I love Marvel comics and I love superheroes.
It will be there at least for another 5-6 years.
It's gonna be there for a while.
You
And,
know,
okay,
maybe 10.
say they take it out, you know, whatever their thing, the ownership contract that they had before Disney acquired Marvel, like expires or whatever, and then it goes back to Disney's hands. Like, still not a bad thing because then Disney will make their own Marvel thing, and I'll be excited for that too because it will just be more stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I love Spider-Man. Everyone loves Spider-Man, but to me, he's not my favorite superhero. I mean, he's up there, but like, I think an Avengers ride would be cooler. A Captain America ride would be cooler. The Hulk's awesome and all, but I'm not a huge Hulk fan, and I don't really care for.
There was rumor that
Stormforce.
Before Transformers opened, they were going to make Marvel the Transformers land. Like, it would be Cybertron. You would have the Starscream coaster, which would be.
See, I wouldn't be.
I think that would have been kind of cool.
No, not
you
for
know,
me.
like it would have followed the literature thing we were talking about. You know,
true,
like.
But I don't like this new Transformers series enough to get into it.
Yeah.
If it was like classic Transformers, I would be right.
I
up there
did
with
see
them.
Age of Extinction. It was okay.
Oh, so how'd you like that?
It was okay.
Segue.
Like, I'm not.
Was it 3
I'm
hours
I'm
too
not
long?
a G1 fan, but it was definitely like 2 hours too long. There was a few points where I'm like, all right, cool, like this is almost over. I can't wait to go piss. Nope, you have an hour left. Thanks, Michael Bay.
And the story, it's almost the same as the story as the other ones. Like, it's so almost unimportant that you don't care. Like,
the server guy,
he
was
seriously
just
treats. Oh my god!
I was just like, okay, we get it. Enough. Like, you're funny. We got it. Like,
he treats his like Transformers movies like as if he's making a porn. Like, he's like, who cares about the story? Let's just get to the action.
Yeah.
So he makes up some stupid convoluted story that has like nothing. Like, it might as well be Mark Wahlberg's just like, hey, I gotta fight something. You know, let's do this. And then the Transformers should come down and they should just battle for the next 2 hours. Like, it's the same as, hey, you know, I ordered this pizza, but I don't have any money. How can I pay for it? Like, it's the same situation. Like, the story is so, just so bad. So just, like, shoehorned. The whole entire story is shoehorned just so that at the end, Optimus can ride fucking Grimlock down the streets of
That's
Hong
all I
Kong.
wanted to see.
Yeah, that was the best part about the movie.
You should have put that in the first hour of the movie.
But then everyone would walk out.
True.
They're like, all right, well, I saw what I need to.
Like I said, I don't know the lore that much. I'm not a G1 fan, but like my roommate who's hardcore Transformers followed it since he was a kid, since it came out, like loved the movie. I'm sure it appeals to a lot of G1 fans. However, for me personally, only knowing a little bit, like Transformers Prime cartoon, and then knowing the Shia LaBeouf Transformers, like I don't know. Like, I like Mark Wahlberg, I like Marky Mark, but
I thought he was a good.
I thought he was good, but he had a little bitchness with it. Like,
kinda, but I felt it was better than Shia LaBeouf. If you threw Shia LaBeouf in the movie again, I wouldn't have seen it. I would have been like, I kind of saw this specifically.
Well, he doesn't do that anymore. He only does independent movies.
He's too pretentious.
He got arrested for chasing some homeless guy down the street. So.
What? Why was he chasing him?
Is this recent?
This was recent, yeah. Shia
What?
LaBeouf. He got arrested.
He's a bad boy.
He got arrested for chasing some homeless guy down the street.
Why?
I don't know.
What did the homeless guy do?
I don't know. Like,
tell him he's a shitty actor? Probably, yeah.
You should tell him to go back to Even Stevens.
Ah! I was on Disney Channel. Go fuck yourself.
I know.
Go back to playing holes.
Oh my god.
That was a good
Disney
movie. That was a good movie,
was a
okay?
good movie.
Like, what was the one?
Transformers was a good movie.
What was the one where he played the mentally challenged guy? It was a Disney Channel original movie. You know what I'm talking about? God, what was that movie called?
Bring back memories.
Didn't he like have like in the movie?
Something Drew.
Somebody call the kingdom and let us know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what a phone is because this is medieval era.
This is medieval, yeah.
We're gonna have to send like a messenger.
Telegram? No, not even Telegram. Fuck. I don't know. I'm a traveling salesman.
You're using your potions right now.
I'm a potion.
Send us a bird with a Send us
an owl.
Just send me a messenger. Oh, messenger. Oh,
send us a messenger hawk.
Yeah.
He'll come get us.
No, yeah, Transformers was way too long. And
oh god, it was. I will say this: we saw the first IMAX showing that night. It was at 10. What was it? No, it was at 7.
I saw it in IMAX too.
Yeah, yeah. IMAX 3D. Which,
seeing.
First of all, I had to sit right in the front because all the seats were full up top. So I'm like literally leaning back, watching this giant battle take place, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm trying to figure out where to look.
Do you look to the left of the screen or do you look to the right?
Well,
of the
people
screen?
always read from left to right. Well, at
Oh,
least
so
us
it's like-
over here. I'm like trying to figure out,
Yeah, not
and then like
everybody,
the
there's
hot
some
girls in
people
it,
in this
which
world.
she was okay. She wasn't that hot. Like, I didn't see,
yeah.
you know,
And the
but-
thing is like she wasn't playing the hot girlfriend role in the movie. She
No.
was playing the daughter role, so you can't really see her as that. You're just like, oh,
Yeah.
she's this dude's daughter. So
the daughter's boyfriend was really good comic relief, though. I will say.
kind of, but I like the surfer dude more before he got zapped. But the thing
Yeah.
is, like, I felt like
Oh, he was the first fatality,
yeah.
wasn't he?
I felt that the boyfriend just came in out of nowhere and he was just like, I'm here for the rest of the movie, guys, and I'm just like, all right, cool. I don't know, get a backstory or anything. I saw him on Skype once on that thing,
Yeah.
but
Stanley Tucci, best part of
oh,
Transformers.
definitely, he was the
Extinction.
comic relief.
Yeah,
he was
like
the comic relief.
I saw him in Burlesque. My fiance loves Burlesque, so we watch it a lot. But I can't imagine Stanley Tucci not playing a gay guy. He's a perfect gay guy. Just saying.
He wasn't gay in this movie. He liked
I
that
know,
Asian,
but-
that Asian girl.
I'm just like, oh, he's gay, but he's not really gay. That should have
Gay
been a
in
plot
real-
point in
gay
Transformers.
Real life.
I
Best
know.
part about Transformers, besides Optimus riding Grimlock, is when Optimus killed that dude.
Oh
When he flat
yeah,
out killed that dude, like I was like,
Yeah.
all right, that's fucking awesome.
yeah. Optimus is pissed.
Like he doesn't care anymore.
He's so mad. Did you
Um,
see Transformers? No, you didn't see it. Oh man,
No, I think he refused to see it.
it was okay. Like you didn't miss much.
I'm so excited for this.
You know they're gonna make 2 more. They're making this
Yeah.
their own trilogy.
Yeah,
it's
its
just
own
like
trilogy.
Jesus.
So it's
And
like
then
really,
also-
and if you were taking out the Dinobots now, like really, what can you do now?
Beast
It was
Wars.
like-
Yeah.
That's our
No,
Beast
the
Wars.
Dinobots are still alive, aren't they?
yeah, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they'll probably bring them back in just as their gimmick again. But how long can the Dinobots?
Where did
last
they
as a
go?
gimmick?
That's my question. How do you not see that?
In the series, they live on their own island, Dinobot Island, and they just like fight each other. Like that's all they do.
So,
like
they
the
just
whole
fight
time,
each
they're
other?
just like beating the shit out of each other.
Nice.
And Grimlock is supposed to talk in the show, and the whole thing is Optimus does go to him for help like he did in the movie, and then Grimlock has to fight him like in the movie, although the fight was like 2 seconds. Like Optimus
Yeah.
just like punched him in the face and then got on his back and said, "Let's go!" Like
That's what should replace the top of the Nest building at Universal Florida.
Oh,
Like just
yeah.
instead of Optimus statue standing there,
Pointing.
it should be Optimus riding Grimlock or on the back of Grimlock, then pointing.
yeah,
Do you know what he's pointing to? The end of the
Diagon.
line for Diagon Alley.
it's over there.
It's over there.
It's like, the end. It's not
Get your
here.
return time ticket.
But no, Transformers was too long.
Very too long. Very much
Way too long. And like I gambled on seeing this one because I've been done with the Transformers series. I was very disappointed with 3, and 2 was just god awful.
2's ending, I like 2, but the ending was just terrible. It was just- what's up with these Michael Bay quick endings? Like everything wraps up pretty quick, and it's just like, okay, done.
Like the minute
Credits.
the bad guy's dead, he's like, and the day is saved. Everything's back to
Yeah.
normal.
Same
It's
thing in
almost
Armageddon. Like there was no like,
What was
you
it?
know,
Superman, the new one, Superman or Man of Steel or whatever.
terrible
Oh my God.
film.
He blew up
To-
half of Metropolis.
Yeah, when he destroyed half of the city,
And
and then
then-
like in the next scene, it was all fixed. You're like, holy shit! Like that.
Like
really
that
was way
had to
too
be
quick.
billions upon billions of dollars in damage, and that had to take like decades to fix.
Yeah.
Like he blew
I
up
will
half-
say this: a lot of people from Battlestar Galactica in Man of Steel movie. I was very surprised when I saw that. I was like, "Ooh, Gata's in the movie." For all you Battlestar fans out there, Gata,
Not a big
fucking Gata.
Battlestar fan,
Traitor.
but I wasn't a big fan of Man of Steel either.
No, Battlestar's
Um,
better.
No, but it's the same situation where like everything's fine and dandy in seconds.
Yeah.
Which is,
Armageddon was like that, yeah.
yeah.
After they blew up the meteor.
The minute the meteor blew up, Aerosmith just started playing, and that was the credits, and it was
You
over.
always feel, oh yeah. Well, yeah. The reason why I got that is because it's Liv Tyler's dad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's his,
Yeah.
it's his dad.
But,
So they played that music.
Daddy.
No, Transformers was too long. I am not excited in any way. It kind of was, just for nostalgia, but now I don't even know if I can do it for nostalgia anymore. As the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, absolutely not.
It looks worse and worse.
No,
as it,
it's a
goes.
Michael
It looks like
Bay.
Transformers.
It's a
but
Michael Bay
with Ninja
production.
Turtles. It is, and I don't want to diss on Michael Bay, but I mean, like
I like Michael Bay.
all of his movies are the same.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, the thing is like, I would give him more credit if he started, like, doing stuff differently. In fact...
Pain and Gain was a Michael Bay film.
It was.
With The Rock and Mark Wahlberg.
I didn't see it, but it looked
It was
good.
good.
It did
It
look
was good. A lot of explosions still.
Oh.
Not
you
your
ever-
typical Michael Bay, not too many explosions,
You
but just enough to...
Was Armageddon by Michael Bay? Though?
Yep.
I thought it was Jerry Bruckheimer.
Did he produce it?
I thought it was Bruckheimer and Michael Bay.
Just
did it.
summon
No.
a wizard to figure it out.
I know that's
Oh,
off topic.
we need a wizard.
I know that's off topic, but like I remember, like I thought it was Bruckheimer that did that film.
You know, Jerry Bruckheimer's not going to work with Disney anymore
so you won't really do
because
more.
of the Lone Ranger catastrophe.
You mean the lone piece of shit?
Yeah, Captain Jack Tonto. Thanks,
I remember you told me
guys.
about that, yeah. Because the fourth Pirates of the Caribbean was an abomination. So
Oh, I liked the fourth
I hated the
Pirates.
fourth
Really?
one, so, yeah,
What
I
did
like-
you hate about it?
it's just the way they changed like okay, Barbosa.
What, you hated Jack's new hairdo?
No,
Like-
no. I didn't care about that. No, it's just the way he like the first
The
three.
director of Armageddon is Michael Bay, just so we're
Was
clear.
it?
We knew this.
It is established. as
Was it a
Michael
Jerry
Bay.
Bruckheimer production, though?
Probably
That's what
was.
we're-
I think it was because there was one thing in Michael Bay that there's fire in space, which was funny. But
Well, there's fire in space in Star Wars, too. Or are you going to tell me, oh, it's upper atmosphere?
oh yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, upper
Man,
atmosphere,
whoa,
okay.
whoa, it's starship fuel.
Oh,
Fuel
sorry.
in space.
Yeah, man.
It's like in Iron Man 3 when he Avengers,
Avengers.
when he falls through the wormhole. Oh, he was in the outer atmosphere. Well, how fucking far is that? Because he fell far as shit. Like,
he fell.
he fell back
He
to
fucking
Earth
fell.
real fast. Like, no.
No,
I'm
it's
not buying it.
no like the thing I hate. But back to the Pirates. The thing I hate about it is just like his attitude started changing. Like he started to fall in love. Like in the first three, he wasn't like that. He was just like
well,
whatever. And I just
Well, Jerry Bruckheimer, wow. Jack Sparrow always cared about in all three of the movies is trying to be immortal. Like, he's afraid of death. And so it's always been, like, the underlying plot of Pirates of the Caribbean, like, what's more important, like, life or love. And, you know, with, like, Will
and Jeffrey Rush was in it. I mean, they brought back Barbosa, and I think in a great way.
Oh, 2's ending was great. When he
Yeah.
came down
Oh,
the steps
yeah.
and he's
That
just
was
like,
cool.
"Where's
You
my
could have
ship?"
ended the series right there, and that
I
would
would've
have
been
satisfied
pissed.
me.
No,
I would have been
I
like,
would've been pissed.
leave it up to the imagination, you know? Like,
because when I was in the theaters when I watched that, everybody kept saying it's Jack. Then Barbosa, I was like, oh, Barbosa.
Jack who?
It is a Jerry Bruckheimer production.
Ah,
It is.
yeah.
So that's back when they were doing it together.
Oh, okay, I see. Nice.
Anyways, no, Pirates of the Caribbean. Definitely, I didn't like 4. I don't know. I just
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ended 2, because Jack's already gone. Okay. I
Yeah,
see what you're
because when he
saying,
walked up
sorry.
the stairs where he thought, oh,
I just watched the second Pirates last night. You think I would remember this, but...
Everybody like honestly like how like I guess the way Barbosa changed.
Yeah.
Because he was being a puppy and the
Okay,
suck up.
that and Davy Jones in 2 and 3 was a badass villain. Like, he was fucking.
Yeah,
he
but-
was ruthless and he fucking had his reasons and shit.
I liked Blackbeard.
Then when
Blackbeard?
Ian
No.
McShane was a great Blackbeard.
Yeah.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. I did not like him as a villain. I felt like he was not badass enough. I didn't feel like
Really?
he was tough enough. He did not compare to Davy Jones one bit.
Well, funny because maybe
Ah.
if they made like a because they're supposed to make series sequels out of this one too.
Yeah, they were supposed to make a 5 and a 6.
Well, they're supposed to make 5 and 6 no matter what.
Yeah.
Or
Are they?
just-
Are they going to
yeah.
do that? Well,
Well,
where
they
the
were
fuck
supposed-
is it?
They were supposed to make a 5 and 6 out of the Terminator series. You know how they had Salvation? There were supposed to be 2 other movies with Christian Bale, and those aren't happening, so, I mean, they probably
Where are the
canned them.
Pirates movies?
I would
But,
love fucking
I will
more
say this:
pirate
Disney
movies.
is killing Universal at the
But,
box office.
Oh, well,
Like
yeah.
rape,
What else?
bad.
Like
and rape
no,
is
like,
really
if they
bad.
would've made his character advanced
You
like
don't
how
support
Pirates of the
rape.
Caribbean 2 and 3 did with Davy Jones. They did with Blackbeard. Probably
Yeah.
he probably would turn out better because like it was like the first Pirates of the Caribbean. Barbosa's the bad guy. Killed Barbosa, but Barbosa was cool.
Yeah, but
But,
then
like-
Barbossa's like, "Oh, I'm your friend."
Yeah, Barbosa
Like,
comes back and
Well, no,
Well,
Barbosa
because-
was never his friend. He just wanted his damn shit back.
I will say this: the
No,
first time-
actually, it's because East Indian Trading Company was a threat,
yeah.
and that
Well,
pirates
yeah.
had to band together.
No, but he didn't
Yeah.
care about Jack because that's why at the end he cut off his piece of 9 with the 8 pieces of 9. I love pirate.
I thought it
names.
was the 9 pieces of 8.
Either way.
I don't know.
It was just 9 pieces they had in their pockets at the time.
It was it was just they didn't want to call it the 9 pieces of whatever we had in our pocket at the time. But
Did you say 8 pieces of 9?
I don't know.
It
Whatever.
was 9 pieces of 8.
It doesn't matter. The point is, that's all he cared about so that he could free the girl. Fuck the name. Fuck it.
Like a free Calypso, that's what it was.
Which I thought was really lame. It's like, oh, now she's getting bigger. Like, oh, okay.
She has like this hype up just to do nothing.
Yeah, like literally
she caused
nothing.
the storm.
Woo! Great. Like
2 pirate ships battling in a maelstrom. That was fucking awesome.
it was awesome, but I don't know.
Two really cool ships, the Black Pearl and the Flying Dutchman. That was
Honestly,
yeah.
I thought 3 was amazing. It was fucking fantastic.
It was good. I like 2. Nobody likes 2.
I like 2. I think 2
like
is
2
great.
as
I
well.
like 1, 2, 3. I think they're fantastic films.
I think 4 is also good. I will say this: first time I did watch 4, though, I absolutely hated it. It took me watching it 4 or 5 more times to really understand the movie and be like, okay, you know what? For what it is, it's really not that bad. Like, I like 4. I will say, the first time I ever watched it, I hated it. I popped it out halfway through. I was like, I'm done. But
I liked how
after
they-
watching it again, I love it.
I liked Ian McShane as Blackbeard. He was good. It's just they developed his character more. Probably would have been better.
Well, no, yeah. See, the thing is he's supposed to be this looming threat. Like, it's Blackbeard, and then he's like, hey, I'm Blackbeard. Hey, I'm dead. Like, that was
He
it.
was like he was the pirates.
Just like,
He was the pirates that all pirates fear is what they call them.
I
But
guess.
like he just didn't
But
show
if
it.
you actually knew about, like, lore when it comes to actual pirates, Blackbeard was a big supporter of piracy, obviously, and he he wanted to help other. I know, right? A pirate likes piracy. He wanted to help other pirates because he wanted the pirate like age to stay alive. So it would make no fucking sense on why he's attacking other pirates unless they were fucking.
You can also
over.
have the argument that pirates that we know are romanticized a little bit.
Oh,
Pirates were
definitely.
not like that at all.
Pirates
like,
fucking raped and
plundered,
murdered.
plundered.
That's why, plundered,
The blood.
pillaged, whatever.
Those are Vikings.
Blended.
Vikings.
Vikings pillage villages.
Have you ever seen that show on History Channel, Vikings?
No,
No, it's pretty good.
but no,
Anyway.
then that's why I remember the pirates used to chase the women in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but then they switched that out so that the women just chase the pirates. Whatever.
Did you know Shanghai Disneyland is getting a whole new
I'm
type
all
of
for
pirates?
historical accuracy, but I'm also all for women and rights
Yeah.
and equal.
Women's for votes.
I hope
Votes
women
for
vote
women.
one day.
Mary Poppins. But anyway, Shanghai Disneyland is getting a brand new Pirates ride. It's not going to be like any other in the park. It's going to be apparently interactive. Like, you'll go through, you'll have to fire cannons, like, and all on the water,
Like
too.
the one in Disney Quest?
Kind of, sort of, but, like,
I fucking
floating.
dominate on that ride. I love that ride.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I find it very hard.
You do?
I
You
was
haven't
trying
had
to
me as captain.
Oh, yeah?
You gotta have me as captain.
I've had you as king, now I'll have you as captain. We'll
Yeah.
have to go.
Captain
Well, I
Jax.
mean, if I'm gonna be the king, I'm gonna be the captain.
Can I just ask a quick question? Who is this?
That is Thrall from
Thrall?
World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
If anyone
The
wants
original
to know.
leader
He's
of
pretty
Horde.
cool.
Well, he's not the original leader.
He
though.
was.
Well, I mean,
He was. He used to be.
no, because what's his face led? Okay, no, you're of the new Horde. Because the previous Horde was run by his father, but then it got disbanded, and then in Warcraft 3 is when he wrangled up the races and made the new Horde. If anyone wants to know, we're talking about a figurine of Thrall, specifically the one from, I believe it's Todd McFarlane Toys.
I've never played World of Warcraft.
It's a great game. I love it,
Yeah.
but stuff that's happening to it now, general opinion is that it's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, there's like a penguin. I mean, a panda area. How's that?
See, like my whole thing was I loved the Lord of Warcraft. The World of Warcraft, the series is Warcraft because the first 3 games were just Warcraft 1, 2, and 3,
And they were strategy based.
and they were nothing like the World of Warcraft game now, which is an MMO. But I love the entire lore of Warcraft and like everything that happened, and so playing the game like it was a set way. Like I'm not gonna get into like the logistics of the game, but like there was a way to play it, and then the expansion Cataclysm came out, and basically in Cataclysm, like they redid everything. But you're talking about a game that came out in 2004, and Cataclysm believed I came out in like 2010.
Damn, has World of Warcraft really
Yeah, it came
only
out-
been out
it-
since
it
came out-
2004?
I think in October it will be 10 years old.
It came out in 20.
Wow.
I'm not
Cataclysm
100%.
came out in 2010. Yeah.
I'm
I
not
feel like it's
100%.
been longer than that.
It's been about early
It's 10
2000s is when the game
it's
came out.
2004.
Yeah.
It's 10 years sometime this year. I'm not 100% sure when. But I love the lore. Anyways, so then when Cataclysm came, it redid the game mechanically. Like, it's the same world, but they redid everything. And that's when a lot of players dropped off, would stop liking it because, they're tampering with, like, shit that's been set for so long. So when you redo everything, you're obviously going to have people who be like, the fuck is this? Like, the old way's better. People who don't like change.
Yeah.
It was better the old way, but I didn't care. I still played it. I still had fun. And even though the mechanics were different, the lore was still fucking good. At the time, basically, it was like the Armageddon of World of Warcraft. Like, the planet was shattering, and there was this evil dragon, Deathwing, and he was just fucking everything up. And that was really cool. Cataclysm ends, like they saved the day, planet saved, hoorah, everything, because like they go on expansion, like they keep on releasing expansions for World of Warcraft. It's not the same game that came out. You had World of Warcraft come out in 2004. 2 years later, it was the first expansion, Burning Crusade. 2 years after that, Wrath of the Lich King. 2 years after that, Cataclysm. 2 years after that, they came out with, or maybe it was like 3 years. I'm not 100% sure.
It's always 2 years later.
Yeah, but then Mist of Pandaria comes in, and this is where it fucks up really bad, in my opinion, because now the game sucks and the lore sucks. Everything sucks. It's just kind of like I couldn't play it for the lore anymore.
Who makes the executive calls on like expansions that's gonna come out, and like who was the person with the bright idea that was like, I know what the game needs, pandas,
Fucking
do it. We're doing
it was
pandas.
Kung Fu Panda.
Like
it was seriously Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Because they found like a whole new continent called Pandaria, where the pandas are from, the Pandaren. That's what they are.
Oh.
And
They're monks, apparently.
in the lore of the Pandaren, they were controlled by these evil gods. Like they were enslaved by them, so they couldn't have any weapons. So they learned to use their fists and feet as weapons. So they invented like karate or martial arts and shit like that. And that's when you had
Seems like a
you had fucking
complete,
Kung Fu
like-
Panda. Like Jack Black might as well have done the voice for all of them.
Shit. That would have been.
Although
That probably would have been.
I like the Kung Fu Panda
Jack
movies.
Black?
But
How many are there now? I thought there was like
Pandas?
one.
I think there's like 2.
Oh, there's 2 now?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
2 came out a while ago.
I love how every DreamWorks movie is now coming out with like a Christmas edition. You got Madagascar Christmas. You got
Madagascar needs to stop.
Yeah, they have a Valentine's Day edition.
Anyways,
What?
so World of Warcraft, yeah. So I don't like the lore now. I don't like the gameplay, and now they're releasing another expansion coming out later this year, and they're dealing with like time travel now. And I kind of want to play it because they're going like back.
Are they gonna go back and fix everything and be like this? Like
No, the way they explain it is like even though you're going back in time, it has nothing to do with your timeline. Like it's just gonna go off into a different tangent of time. So like you're not really gonna affect anything that happened. Like everything that happened in your world stays in your world, but this will go to a different thing. The only thing I like is you're gonna meet like the badass characters that you read about in the books and played about in some of the games. Like now you'll actually get to go see them in their glory days. So I think that's fucking cool. But I mean,
too many things happening with time travel this decade.
Yeah.
Like Men in Black 3, X-Men, apparently now
yeah.
World of Warcraft. Like
World of
what's
Warcraft,
I don't get
everything's
it.
just time traveling. But no, that's World of Warcraft. My opinion on it.
Damn.
I mean, they're
Well-
supposed to. After this, they're supposed to end it, make Warcraft 4. They're supposed to do a whole thing with it.
Well, it's always just a rumor that they're gonna end World of Warcraft. And
Well, no, they're supposed to end it, but then they're supposed to bring it back.
and then bring it
in a
back
way.
into like how the original Warcraft game was, not the MMO. But I mean, that is just nothing but a rumor.
It's all rumors.
I don't know what to say about it. Like, I'll probably buy the new expansion and play it to see how it is. I'll be happy to see like some of the characters I like come back to life.
Like
But
Illidan.
well, I mean, they haven't guaranteed that Illidan will be back, but they always hint around that he might be there. My favorite character was always Arthas, or the Lich King. When he died, I was kind of upset. I'm a fan of the villains. I always will be. So.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
Lich King was.
I loved LichKing. I
That's
loved
one-
Illidan. I loved fucking.
Because when that expansion
Deathwing.
came out, man, that was one of the biggest. Oh, cool! You get to fight the Lich King, like in
He was
Warcraft.
in the Warcraft game before World of Warcraft came out. The Lich King, he was one of the main villains. He wasn't the top
Well, you
dog,
played
but he
as
was
him.
pretty fucking yeah. You played as him and you got to like do an evil campaign side.
Well,
This
you
is
started-
all like
You started off.
running
Yeah,
in my
I
head.
know, I
like
know.
You
I
started off good.
Basically though, and then in World of Warcraft,
I'm just a traveling salesman.
you end up fighting him. This is the history of our land, but
Yeah.
no.
This is our land.
World of Warcraft. good. I'll move on for the non-Warcraft players. I can talk about World of Warcraft all day. I'm like a huge World of Warcraft lore buff, like their history and shit. I've spent like hours researching it.
Speaking of dragons, though,
Yes.
okay, so the dragon on Gringotts spitting fire every like 15, 30 minutes, like fantastic.
Yes. it
Took
was
my
fucking
fiance
cool.
and kids there. As soon as we got through the little, fake, the wall's been pushed
Yeah.
back to Diagon, boom, just immediate fire.
It, is
Just
pretty,
like,
it goes pretty
wow.
far too.
It does go pretty far, and it's hot. We stood right under it, like we were in
Oh,
front
yeah.
of Gringotts. It's hot. You can feel it. Like it's terribly hot.
One day it's just gonna like
It's hot like the
Malfunction.
Dickens.
no. No, Madagascar. To bring back that.
Oh, no, I don't want to
They're
talk
doing
about
like the penguins in
Madagascar.
Madagascar
Yeah.
now, and I'm just like,
You used to be able to meet them in the park at Universal.
You could?
You used to. We don't. Universal doesn't have the rights to them anymore.
Oh, you know what
SeaWorld.
they should bring back is
No, that's
Alfred Hitchcock's thing.
Get rid of Shrek.
Get rid of Shrek.
Hell yeah! I
No, they
heard
don't need to
Shrek's
bring
leaving
back-
anyway because
they
we don't
don't-
have the DreamWorks. properties.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't care about bringing Alfred Hitchcock's things back, but they should get rid of Shrek. I think Shrek was been done and did, and apparently they're coming out with another Shrek movie. I read that somewhere. I forget, but
See,
like,
I like the. I stopped following like the. I watched the first 3. I like the second one. It's one of my favorite. Third one.
Oh, that's Europe's Most Wanted, right? Or
Or
was
Shrek.
Shrek. Oh,
Yeah.
Shrek 3.
Shrek the Third. I don't know. I didn't know they made any ones after 2.
2 was my.
I didn't know what much more we could.
Because my favorite character was like Puss in Boots.
have you seen the fucking Puss in Boots movie? It's terrible.
With Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No.
it's terrible.
No. I probably won't watch that. I did just watch, however, Jobs with Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, that was a
About
good
Steve
movie.
Jobs.
I was
Pretty
very
good.
surprised about
I thought
that.
the ending kind of was lame
Just kinda
because we just stopped, like,
We
we
stopped
start
right
talking about the
before,
iPod,
like, the
then we go back
iPod
in
and
time, yeah, and then we just end
Well, I
with.
think that part of Steve Jobs' story is always known about how like he made the iPod and became very successful, and then Apple took off, and all these other iPods, and until what we have today. Like that's very well known. No one knows the fucking story of how Steve Jobs was a dick.
What a douchebag
Really,
Steve
honestly.
Jobs was. Like, I mean, a lot of people was like, oh, he was a great guy. Like, yeah, he was an innovator, but he was a fucking dick. Like, a real dick. Like,
Yeah, he was not nice.
it's not a.
What was one of the things that he did like in?
Like what made him a dick?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You don't even
I don't
know.
know. He got a girl pregnant and then was like, no, it's not mine. Get out of my
Yeah,
house.
he like didn't talk to his daughter for a very long
I gotta
time.
build this computer.
Like, he was very controlling with his shit, and if like something didn't go 100% like the way he wanted it, like he would like blow up on that person. Like the biggest thing he wanted a personal computer, and his big like one of his revolutionary things was he wanted different fonts. Like
Oh, God.
you can like how like they have like Times New Roman and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like he wanted that on his computer, and like he would fucking go obsessed about it. At least this is
Or
what I'm
when
getting
he
from
called
the
Bill
movie.
Gates after Bill Gates apparently stole the.
Stole his operating system.
Which I don't know how that happened, but.
I wasn't really around.
I wasn't
I
either.
don't think I was alive.
What
for
year
it.
was that?
I don't even know. Yesterday.
We've always had computers, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know what a computer is. We don't
That's
have
right. We don't
in
have
the
computers.
Kingdom. No,
This kingdom.
but
Yeah.
Jobs was very good. I was very surprised on Ashton Kutcher's
Yeah, because at
strange
first I was
acting.
like, Ashton Kutcher. Like,
I know.
Okay.
It was just that 70s show
Yeah.
with Bill Gates. He's like, come on, boys. Like,
And then,
Jackie.
even his mannerisms, he had down pat. dude.
Oh,
like
definitely.
if you watch real footage of Steve Jobs and then you compare it to Ashton Kutcher, it's like fantastic.
And I never had anything against Ashton Kutcher before, but he's always played the same funny guy role.
Yeah.
I was very
Was he like that in
surprised by
Butterfly Effect?
Oh, I forgot about
Oh, yeah.
Butterfly.
He wasn't like that in
right.
Butterfly
That was a
Effect.
great movie.
Yeah.
It was.
Like, it
There's
was
a
one of his-
sequel to that too.
There's 3 sequels
Holy
to that. There's
shit,
Butterfly
what?
Effect 2, 3, and then there's like a Butterfly Effect Stories movie. It's
Oh,
weird,
God.
I didn't see
Yeah.
the second or the third one. I just saw
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
one.
the first one was okay. Had Ethan Suplee in it.
The other ones, I don't remember them 100%. I just remember one of them, like, you know how Ashton Kutcher reads his diary in the first Butterfly Effect? This guy can only go back in time by looking at pictures. So-
Again, with the back in time thing.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
happening?
Well, I mean, Butterfly Effect 3 came out a few years ago.
Oh.
But,
Butterfly Effect, yeah. That in general, it was a while back.
yeah, well, the first Butterfly Effect came out a very long time ago. No,
that
but
came out when he was still. That's actually when he left That 70s show, he was doing those
He was probably
movies.
doing like Punked. at
Do you
the time.
remember that 80s show?
Oh my god, I do actually. That was very.
One season?
What was that?
Well, I mean, are we gonna talk about shit like Greg the Bunny? Like,
Yeah.
I never even watched that.
My
So.
Pet Rock.
there was. It's just one of those like shows that only have one season that are terrible and they never make it past their one season.
Apparently Terra Nova was like
Or,
that. So.
Terra Nova, that's the dinosaur one, right?
Yeah, I actually like that show, and I love
Terra
watching
Nova
it.
was good. I don't know why they canceled
Yeah.
it.
Oh, because like, what was it? Fox, whoever. Oh, the USA Network, whatever. Just like it's their typical thing they do. They like to cancel the show when it gets good. They're like, oh well, we think this show will be better, so we should throw this one out.
Modern Family.
You know who has a big problem with that actually is AMC. AMC has
Might have been AMC.
Oh, speaking of that.
twice now. I just want to get this out
Oh,
there.
sorry.
Is when Breaking Bad was at its peak, they said that it's not going to go anywhere, and they canceled the funding for the show for Breaking Bad for a while. That's why there was like a big gap in between one of the seasons. And they also did it with The Walking Dead. They were like, this show's not going to go anywhere, and they cut their funding. I'm like, those are your two biggest shows. Well, I mean, they have Mad Men as well. But I'm just like, you're really going to cut the funding for that? Like, are you retarded?
Speaking of Walking Dead, what do you guys think? 3 years in a row now, we're gonna have The Walking Dead.
Oh
for
yeah,
Horror
they
Nights.
announced it for Halloween Horror Nights again.
Or they just announced the house, but I'm
Did they start
imagining
announcing the houses?
that they're gonna take that one house and put it all over the front. You know, like, oh, it's Walking Dead, Walking Dead. Like, I thought the contract was
I know
only
the
good for 2
I thought the
years.
scare zones are gonna be Walking Dead again.
I don't know, man. They might as well just make it all Walking
They haven't
Dead.
released enough information on it, but the point is, yeah, Walking Dead's kind
This
of
is how many years now without an icon? At least 3. Lady Luck was the last one. The last true icon of
Didn't you
Horror
guys
Nights.
have?
Remember, like, the caretaker, the storyteller, the usher, Jack the clown. Like, usually
Oh,
every
like
year
someone
Horror Nights,
basically
yeah,
hosts the Horror
yeah,
Nights.
has
like,
Yeah,
an
didn't you
icon,
have
and
Bloody
then-
Mary for one of
yeah,
them?
yeah, and then they have the
Oh
icon house.
yeah.
Like, one of them was ripped from the silver screen where you had like the Saul house, and you know, like, I mean, so they do different things.
I don't
But
know.
and next year's gonna be 25, so it's like, what are you gonna do for 25? We're gonna do Walking Dead again? I don't know.
I'm
I
just
just feel like
sick
it's
of
a cheap.
zombies
There's an article
altogether.
that came out that said that loyal fans were real upset.
Well, just because like it's just kind of like a placeholder for zombies. It's just like we couldn't think of anything else, so zombies.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Last year, what was it? Last year you had like what? Cabin in the Woods for a house.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil,
Which was terrible.
I heard it was
I liked the
bad.
Resident
I
Evil
didn't
one.
go once
No,
last
I like-
year because I didn't have time.
I watched like the YouTube videos of kids going inside of it.
No.
And, like some of the lickers looked absolutely
Okay,
terrible.
some
They
of
looked
the-
like they
some
were
of
not
the,
real. Like they didn't look anything scary.
Some of the props looked bad. I remember going to one of the dogs and it was seriously like plastic and it was kind of stupid, but everything made up for it when you had Jill Valentine fighting the Nemesis program in the middle of the street and he has a fucking chain gun or Gatling gun and he's just going to town. Like it looked like the Nemesis project and it looked like Jill Valentine. It was fucking cool. Like you thought you were in the streets of Resident Evil 2. And at the very end of the house, it does the game over, like how it says it, like you're dead or whatever, which was like, that's pretty cool. There was also a really cool scene, which it kind of pulled you out of the theming, but where it was just like a prop of Leon falling from a building and like one of the reptile guys, you know who I'm talking about?
Lickers.
Reptile.
Not the lickers.
The
He's like
hunters?
scalar. Yeah, like a
The
hunter.
hunters. They're
was
looking
like
ball full of it.
Yeah, it was falling after him, but they were like frozen, and it said game paused. And I was like, that's cool, because it's based off a video game. That house was all right. It was more for game fandom than it was scary. In fact, it wasn't scary at all.
So that's the thing about zombies, like The Walking Dead and Resident Evil.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So just more zombies. The American Werewolf in London house was fucking.
I heard they had
fantastic.
the what is it called, the TARDIS?
The TARDIS from Doctor Who in there, yeah. There's a blue police box, but that was fucking amazing. Because if you've seen the American Werewolf in London movie, like, it was exactly like you were going through the movie in each of the scenes. Like, it was fucking fantastic. What was it? It was the big Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods house was good. I love the Cabin in the Woods movies. So,
Yeah.
and it was
Who
great.
is?
The original?
No, the not Cabin in the Woods, right? The one where like the monsters are under the thing. It's all like a game that they have to play to sacrifice to gods, and then they go in the bottom.
Was
They
that Cabin in the
sacrifice-
Woods?
Yeah,
Or
they
was
sacrifice
that...
to like a titan, and at the end the titan hand comes out and like
Hmm.
slams into the earth.
I believe it's Cabin in the Woods.
That's Cabin in the Woods, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because there's like the guy wanted to see a merman real bad, but at the end, like when the monster's gonna unleash, he's like he gets killed by a merman or whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, was that the one where the girl's crawling out of the cellar?
I believe
Yeah.
so. No,
No,
that's
that's-
Evil Dead.
That's the
Dead.
remake.
They,
of
which
Evil
they
Dead.
also had an Evil Dead house.
I did go
wasn't
through
able
that.
to go through.
Oh no, that was last year, right?
Yeah, it was last
No,
year.
I didn't go through that because I didn't go last year.
Oh.
I went the year before. They had not Resident Evil, Pyramid Head. Was in
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. That was a pretty good house.
Yeah.
That's all I know about that. It's
Which
pretty
is another
good.
thing that's based off a video game. The movie was
Yeah.
terrible.
How was Bill and Ted's this past year?
Bill and Ted's was funny.
Yeah, because it
It's
just
Bill
gets
and
worse
Ted's.
and worse every year.
No, I
I
thought
feel
it was
like.
good. But I mean, it's still always just gonna be Bill and Ted.
I thought you would get that.
Oh.
They just make fun of pop culture. Like, what are you gonna do?
Oh.
69, man.
Oh,
Like,
God.
Oh, you use Keanu Reeves in
that's Keanu Reeves' best role.
this is
But
Stoner.
God.
no, Halloween Horror Nights. Like, yeah, I'm kind of done with the zombies. I've been done with zombies for a
Yeah,
while.
we
so.
need.
We need to go back to original ideas, like original houses. Like, what are they gonna do?
We need
Like a
something.
Purge house this year?
Purge.
They did do when I was in Hollywood last October. We were supposed to do Horror Nights at Universal out there, but we only went the day. Wound up like somebody I was with didn't have enough money to do it. But whatever. Like they had a whole scare zone. Part of the street was the Purge. It looked cool as shit. Like
What'd you think of those movies?
I mean, the second one's not out yet.
Oh, the first one, like
I don't know.
it was okay.
Cool
like,
concept. The way the first one was portrayed was bad though, because like
Yeah.
the whole thing was is, like every there's no more laws for a whole night and all that shit, and like
Yeah.
anyone's allowed to kill anybody. Like you wanted to see the street violence. You didn't want to see some people locked up in a house.
Yeah.
And that's what this new one's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like these people got locked outside on Purge night and they have to get across town or whatever.
No, they ran out of I think they ran out of gas or car troubles, typical shit.
Uh,
And they have the car won't start and
Fuck it, just go in the woods. That's what I do. For 12 hours? You can survive 12 hours.
I would just find
Everyone going crazy? You could do that.
I believe it.
Yeah, you could survive that, no problem.
I don't know. Man.
And also, like, I don't think there's that many terrible people out there that would just kill people because they want to kill people because they can. I don't know. That's how I don't know. To me, it didn't really make. I don't know. It's a good, like you said, it's a good concept, but I can't imagine that many
No, I can
people
agree with you. Like, sit
participating
here
and
and think
being
about
like,
it. Like, how many, like, if you,
'cause,
if you
like,
put someone to it, like, and
somebody
it's
has
totally
to have a
free,
conscience.
it's totally free will. Like, how many people are actually able to kill another person?
Not me.
Well, we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, we're not.
Cycle.
Getting
psyche
pretty
of
serious in the kingdom.
that. No, it's just a cool concept, and I wish they would portray it like how they're portraying this new movie, where you're seeing more of the violence. But I mean, they're also kind of like portraying it like a scary movie, where to me it's more of just like an action movie.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll see that. We talked about this before. Like, I'm excited to see that. I saw Planet of the Apes. Fucking loved it. I'll talk about that hopefully next week.
Guardians of the Galaxy next month.
August 1st.
I'm just waiting for Expendables 3 and Guardians of the Galaxy.
I want to see Lucy.
Oh, Lucy looks great.
Lucy looks great.
But I actually found out that we actually do use more than 10% of our brain.
Yeah, that was a myth proven a while ago, so that's why it's just kind of like, whatever. Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson doing awesome shit.
I'm looking at it right now.
But I don't know. I'm excited for Lucy.
I'm excited. Guardians.
Guardians.
I didn't read the comics, but it looks great.
It's
And
good.
somehow it's going to tie into the whole cinematic universe.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
all
know how,
movies.
but-
They announced the first movie after Avengers 2 for Phase 3 is Doctor Strange. It's confirmed.
They are doing it.
Yeah, they confirmed
They
that it will
they
be
hint
the
to
first-
that in Captain 2.
Yeah, and they
Stephen
dropped
Strange.
his name, and now it's like confirmed that after Avengers 2 that will be the first Marvel movie out, which I'm.
Are they gonna
fucking
do with
fantastic.
who?
I'm excited for it.
Who's going to play him?
They haven't. I don't
Oh.
think they've named.
Are they
actors
doing a
yet.
Thor 3?
I don't know. All I know is besides Avengers 3, they have supposedly slated for 4 movies that aren't Avengers in Phase 3. So you have Doctor Strange is one of them, obviously. Captain America 3, because that's already been promised.
No.
So there's 2 mystery movies, and then another Avengers. I know it's not. We all know it's not going to be Iron Man because
No.
Robert Downey Jr. only said that he'll be in Avengers. So I mean, possibly another Thor.
They have to do another Thor because 2 to me was like,
Yeah.
all right. I just
2.
hate that everything like this one. It was like Pocahontas 2, Journey Back to London. It was like, oh, Jane Foster's going back to Asgard. It's like, okay, sure, we can do this. Like,
I like 2 a lot better than 1 though. I thought 1.
I don't know. I really enjoyed 1.
Yeah,
was good.
actually, I like
No.
one better.
It was
No,
good.
didn't like 1. Thought it was a terrible movie.
No, 1 was good.
Nope, terrible.
It sets up Loki and everything.
Oh, and Ant-Man. Ant-Man's been guaranteed.
So-
So you have Doctor Strange, Captain America 3, and Ant-Man that have all been guaranteed, like, set that they are coming out. So then you have one mystery movie, I forgot. Which, if it's Thor 2, I'm not going to be surprised.
Thor
Or 3, I'll be like, no, it's Thor 2. They just
Thor
release it. I'm like, what the hell? is
Because
going
Thor
on?
2 was actually Loki 3, The Dark
Oh.
World.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're gonna
Loki should have his own damn movie.
He
Well,
should.
they're
So
gonna have
that-
to do something with Loki's storyline. Apparently, he's the king of Asgard now.
Yeah. See, so they have to do it.
Venom should have his own fucking movie too.
True.
Well, I mean, they should stop with Spider-Man movies because they're terrible.
Yeah, the second one was real bad.
The fucking
The
Amazing
ending of the second
Amazing
one was
Spider-Man
worse.
2. Oh god, it was bad.
Come on, Sony, step it up.
So I don't know what Sony's doing. I don't want another X-Men movie either. I don't want more Spider-Man. I don't want more X-Men. I'll
could do-
deal with another X-Men.
I could do one more X-Men. That's it.
Yeah.
One more.
Which is the last one that
It's
Hugh
supposed to be
Jackman's
the
doing,
last-
yeah.
Jackson's, so maybe it would be the
It's
last one.
supposed to be the last one of this series, and then they're done. Like, which is fine by me. I want them to wait a while, and by a while I mean at least 10 years.
Yeah.
And then they can reboot.
It's like the Iron Man reboot. You know that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
We're already talking about rebooting Predator. They're already going to reboot Predator, I heard. So
They're redoing Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger again.
What?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that? They're
No.
rebooting the first Terminator, but they're still bringing Arnold Schwarzenegger in as the Terminator.
Okay.
It's gonna be
I
old
don't know
as
how
fuck.
that's gonna.
we'll see how that turns out.
Also, go ride T2 3D Battle Across Time only at Universal Studios Florida.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that's the movie that started the time travel.
Plug the ride there.
yeah, that's one of the
For
time
the
travel
attraction.
movies.
That's when
the
the-
only T2 left. I might add.
The movie that started time.
I like it because it's one of the original of Universal.
And for its time, it was pretty sophisticated.
for its time. Well, so was E.T.
True. But T2 3D Battle Across Time only at
Which is-
Universal Studios Florida.
One of the movies.
We can ride the movies and then ride the
It's one
movies
of the movies
attendance.
considered. It's one of the movies that had a sequel that was actually considered better than the
We're
first
not
one.
plugging these theme parks. Next thing you know, try Disney and their magic bands.
Oh God, no! Oh my God, I just got mine in the mail. I hate it. Mine's engraved on the bottom, so it has a personalized, my personalized thing. I don't know. I haven't been to the parks to try it out. I think it's a shitty idea. It's like $2 billion over budget.
Disney,
Sorry.
Avatar Land coming eventually.
It's the reason we don't have Star Wars Land right now is because of fucking Magic Bands. We don't have Cars Land in Florida. Why not? Oh yeah, Magic Bands.
And I like how the Florida Disney had to fucking be the test subject.
Yeah.
For that.
Why do you make your flagship fucking park the test dummy?
Yeah,
like
we have all the other shit. Like we have Epcot and everything down there.
I will
like,
say
same as
this:
California.
I like Disneyland better, but you can only compare. Like DCA is fun, like California Adventure. You okay?
This is my hat.
California Adventure is fun. It's like MGM, but much better. Or I'm sorry, Hollywood Studios, much better. But Disneyland.
I call it no. I still call it MGM. You kidding me?
Oh, yeah?
And some people are like MG what? And I'm like,
No. But Disneyland you can only compare to other Disneyland parks like Magic Kingdom, Disneyland Paris, like only like Disneyland parks, like the Magic Kingdom style park. I like Disneyland better. They have more attractions. It's smaller, but whatever. They have Indiana Jones. Fuck New Fantasyland. There, I said it. It's beautiful. That's about
Derek,
it.
the other nerd of the round, who's unfortunately not here again today. He
Was he here last week?
Yes, he was.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was his thoughts on New Fantasyland?
I don't think
Did he?
He's basically, I think his assumption of that was
Yeah. Disney's just not
He's
building.
obsessed with Tokyo Disney.
Oh yeah,
he's
oh
in
yeah.
love
Have
with
you? I have
Tokyo
maps from there and everything.
I haven't
like,
been
you
to
have-
Tokyo Disney. I would love to go to Japan altogether, so
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be great. But
and new.
he is
age
a
stuff.
theme park connoisseur.
Yeah.
Like that's his thing. He's been to Disneyland Paris. Like he's been all over the fucking thing, and he knows like everything that's going on. Like Disney's getting one of the Disney places is getting an Iron Man ride, and then
Hong
Disneyland
Kong.
Paris is getting Avengers ride.
And
it's just
Shanghai Disneyland's getting Tron ride.
Is that like announced? Does anybody know what's going on
They're
in
getting
Shanghai?
Yeah, it opens I think next year or the year after.
Shanghai?
They're not getting Space Mountain, but they're getting Tron.
You
Which
know,
is going
I'll
to be a
take it.
B&M sent down motorcycle launch coaster. You're going
That'd
to
be
fucking
cool.
race on the grid. Why don't we have that? That'd be at
What do you
Disney
think
every
of-
day.
Speaking of that, what'd you think of that remake of that Tron?
Legacy?
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it. Absolutely
loved it.
beautiful.
Did you not like it?
I watched, listen, this is going to sound real weird, but like I saw Legacy before I saw the original Tron. So I went into this like completely like I don't know what Tron is, I don't know what it's about. And like I was a little confused at certain parts, but I feel like Legacy is its own standalone movie because they explain what happened to Kevin Flynn at the beginning with the TVs, you know, they like explain what happened to him. So I mean, I Legacy was a religious experience for me because I saw it in 3D.
The one thing like people I feel have a hard time like when you look at the original Tron and this new Tron is when you saw the original Tron, like effects wise, like that is something that like people have never seen before. Like
Yeah.
it was like I believe it came out in the 80s and it was just like blew their fucking minds.
Yeah.
When you saw this Tron, it was good storyline wise, but it didn't blow your fucking mind
No,
effects
no,
wise. You
no.
were just like, this is stuff that we know is here. It's all CGI and shit like that.
Yeah, but I thought it was Daft Punk doing the entire soundtrack,
yeah.
like fantastic. Legacy, probably one of my favorite movies.
I like Legacy a lot.
They were supposed to make another one, from what I heard, but I don't
They
think
were
they're going
supposed
because
to make a
now
lot of
Kevin
stuff.
Flynn's on the disc or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. There was I met a guy at the park and he was saying I was like, oh, you're wearing he was wearing a Legacy sweatshirt or whatever. I was like, do you like the movie? He was like, it was alright. He's like, but the ISOs. He's like, that could never happen. Like you just can't like birth something out of that. Like and I was like, well, you can't go and get into a computer either.
Yeah, like you can't.
And he was
do
like,
such
well,
a
fair
thing.
enough. Like, and I was just like, what the fuck, man? Like,
ISO's
what's the full name? Like, isotorpic algorithm. I don't know. He was like, that would never happen. Could never do that.
It just
And it was just
reminds-
like, you can never get into a computer. Like, I don't understand your point. Like, that's why you hated the movie? The whole movie's a lie, dude.
know.
Like,
It's old fantasy.
yeah, like, I
It
thought it was
reminded me of
fantastic.
an argument I had with my friend one time. We were talking about this game, Soul Calibur. It's like a 2D,
Yeah.
2D fighter. It's like Mortal Kombat, if you know what Mortal Kombat is. But like, I said to him, I was
Is
like,
that the one where you can pick, like, Yoda and, like,
Yes,
Maxie?
yes,
Maxie.
that was four.
Each system, depending on what system on, you got a different
Like
character.
PS3, you got like Darth Vader, and then Yoda, you got was on the 360.
Which was
Yeah.
funny because when you fought Vader, it was like an even match between, and like he had a lightsaber and he wasn't cutting through steel or anything. It was like how the hell?
Well, they explained that they said that actually in the lore of Soul Calibur, they said that the metals in the Star Wars like part of the universe weren't as strong as the metals in the Soul Calibur universe. That's why a lightsaber can
No,
slice
this is
through.
the outer atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, and they gave it a reason so that you're not saying stupid shit like, "Oh, he's not cutting through his armor." But anyways, I remember arguing with him, and I said like, "Oh, I don't like the game because it's so unrealistic." And he says to me, "How is it unrealistic?" And there's a character in that game that's a lizard, and I said, "Well, they got lizard men," and he said, "Out of all the fucking shit in this game that you can pick for unrealistic, like you have to pick a lizard man." It just takes me back to the conversation where you said, where he's like, ISOs can never happen. And you're like, digitizing in the internet can never happen.
Yeah,
Like, well, why do you have to pick a point in the plot like that? Like, if we're going to talk about shit that never happened, let's talk about shit that never happened. What's his face's son won't be able to jump off a building and parachute down below and not get arrested.
Yeah,
like,
or let go that night. Like,
yeah.
I don't care if he is the majority stockholder in the company. It's not happening.
But,
oh man, I had this. What was it?
Tron was great. I'm jealous now of Shanghai for getting
Yeah,
that Tron ride.
because
love
you
the
can
Tron
put it. You
universe.
could put it at Epcot. Get rid of Ellen's Energy Adventure. Keep the building. Gut the building. It's a massive building. You ever been on that ride? Massive. It's like a 25-minute ride.
That fucking Epcot. Get rid of the I don't
Well,
like
no, you
Epcot.
can't because Arendale's going to replace Norway. They're going to do the Frozen thing. That's what I hear.
Hey, tell you what, you can do that and get rid of every fucking thing else there too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having a Frozen area, even though everyone's on Frozen's dick lately.
Okay, somebody came out and was like, Frozen, best movie since The Lion King. No, fuck that. No, it's not.
Did they see Tangled? Because
Yeah.
they're wrong.
Yeah. They see Tangled.
I love Tangled.
Tangled was okay.
I defend Tangled.
Which, I will give it credit, Tangled already has its thing in the park. It has the tower and its bathrooms. Nicely themed bathrooms in Magic
It's
Kingdom.
just a shitter. It's a very beautiful shitter.
It's a beautiful
but it's a
shitter. When you sit down to shit, boom, you got Flynn Rider in your face going.
Most comfortable bathroom I've ever been in. Disney Quest. You know Disney Quest?
Yeah, of course.
Go to their. It's 5th floor. It's in the comic book zone. They have a bathroom up there. Quietest bathroom. All you hear is the Disneyland jazz that they play, which is basically the Disney songs, but like just done in jazz with no words. I was like, it was the most comfortable.
Disney's coming out with EDM Disney music. Did you hear about
What
that?
the hell's EDM?
Electronic dance music, like Daft Punk and.
What is this music? That's what I really felt like after you said that. I'm like, how come I couldn't put that together? Like, we are actually in the medieval ages. But anyways, cool. Good for
There's
them.
a giant dragon right down the street.
Just down the street. One thing I'll never do is called Dueling Dragons Dragon Challenge. It
No,
will
fuck
always be
that. I think it's
Dueling Dragons.
bullshit that after Diagon opened, they didn't let them duel again. So what? Somebody lost their eye. It's okay. Like, it happens, dude. Like,
That's what happens when people throw change off it. You don't have to fucking stop doing it.
it's not our fault. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's the guest's fault. Right?
let them duel. Let them go. Like, that's.
Yeah, I'll never call it Dragon Challenge. I always call it Dueling
Yeah,
Dragons.
Dueling Dragons.
You wanna-
Always. Because I remember riding Dueling Dragons for the first time, sitting in the front row of red, the guy coming up, checking my thing, and going, "Battle bravely." And I'm like, okay. Like, I was so excited, dude. You have no idea.
All I remember is there was a lot of skulls in the castle. When I took
Oh,
them
yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
Now they put like the Goblin of Fire or something like that, didn't they?
Well, it's supposed to be like the
So they
trials or
could-
tournament in there.
Let me just say, I feel bad for the guy who lost the eye. I think it's really shitty that happened. However, accidents happen all the time. The ride didn't purposely go, I'm taking this fucker's eye. You know, like, no, absolutely
But
not.
then again,
like,
do you blame Universal for doing
I don't blame it, because they're just trying to
They're trying to
be
make it
safe,
safe.
and yeah,
I would have done the same thing if I was in their position.
true. No, I agree with that. But I think it's a shame that it doesn't do anymore. That's the point I'm getting at. And also, have you been on the ride lately? You soar right over the Hogsmeade station. It's pretty awesome.
I have not. but
It's
that
pretty
does
cool,
sound
right?
cool.
You soar right
I
over
do
the
know
Hogsmeade
going to the
station.
Hogsmeade station, you see it, and you're like, that's fucking
Yeah,
cool.
as soon as you get off, boom, it's just like, okay.
Dragons going over my head.
Yeah, what's this?
It'd be better if they dueled.
No, yeah, no. Please do it again.
Please do it again.
Battle bravely.
Battle bravely.
Because that was the rumor was, they're gonna duel again when Diagon opens. Nope.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know what I want them to do? And this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I want Disney to do a prequel to the first Lion King.
They did it. 1.5.
No, that's not a prequel. That's
Timon and Pumbaa's side of the story.
I want a story of Mufasa and Scar. There's a book about it.
I want a goddamn Lion King ride. We're talking about it. Where's my ride?
What are they gonna do?
Fucking, I don't know. That's not my job. Like, give me a Lion King ride. I don't want a show. However, Festival of the Lion King is a very good show. Disney's Animal Kingdom, Festival of the Lion King, now located in Africa. Anywho, like, where it should have been from the
Plug
get-go.
everything.
Yeah.
We're not sponsored by anyone.
By anyone,
Just
but
so you know.
it kind of helps our economy. So, come visit all the parks. Do them all. SeaWorld, that's alright. It's okay. But,
Why not? Just you're here. Do it. Do everything.
do everything.
Do
Do one
You
of
know,
ours.
actually, and I mean, you've probably seen them around, but I read a news article today that out of the entire world at this moment, South Florida has been invaded with the most Brazilian people.
South Florida.
Yeah, Florida in general, but
Oh.
yeah. So, like,
Well,
because you
of
see them
course.
everywhere. Fucking, I go
It's
to
every
Walmart.
summer.
You go to
It
Walmart, and
happens
there's
every
a
Christmas.
tour group there with their flag or stuff, and I'm sure they're all over the
I like it
park.
when they put their hand up.
I'm sure they're all over the parks too, but like, I was like,
Which
I believe it.
really surprised me this year, especially with the World Cup being in Rio, And it was like, we're not going to have that many Brazilians here because everyone's going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, we're not going to the park.
Small trip to Rio.
It's World Cup. We can spend a shit ton of money there, get everything, get all World Cup decked out, all that. But no, dude, they like, I swear to God, when Brazil lost, I thought people were going to riot. I thought all the Brazilians would riot.
Yeah, you thought
No,
it was
here.
gonna be a
I
war
thought they
zone.
would be like
Oh, yeah,
flipping
'cause they're all
over
here.
rides, like setting fire to queues, and yeah, I thought it was going to be, but it wasn't like that.
But you Brazilians are very nice.
Yes, thank
for
you.
keeping our town very nice.
And big
Keep
ups
on,
to
keep
Germany.
on.
They won, right? Germany.
We don't mind that you're here. We just said that there's a lot of you here.
You do account for half of our income. So thank you.
I'm sure they pay for a lot of stuff.
I will
around
never be
Orlando.
traveling to Brazil, but thank you. Come and visit anytime. I do want to go down for Carnival, but I'll go to Mardi Gras. It's the same thing. It's a little bit safer.
Heyo.
Yo.
No, I'm still lingering on the Disney's getting.
Yeah. Anyway, Lion King ride.
Lion King.
I don't know. Make it like
Lion
Spider-Man or
King
Transformers. I don't
Do
know.
something else with Lion
Or
King.
Forbidden Journey. Do a line, you know.
I want you to put Lion King in theaters again.
I want a damn
I
ride.
want to see Lion King 2 in theaters again.
Where is my Beauty and the Beast ride?
I want a light and skin rug. That's what I want.
Well,
Why did The Little Mermaid take fucking 25 years to come out with a ride? I didn't understand that.
Why? Where's the Hercules ride? Come on. Now.
Yeah, Hercules wasn't.
Hey, Hercules was fucking amazing.
I got it. Build the Hunchback of Notre Dame Cathedral. Boom.
What, the thing from France?
Yeah, build
From-
it.
not
I don't
France.
know.
Yeah,
Put it in
France.
France and Epcot. Boom, done. Got it.
They already have it there. It's an actual thing.
They have the cathedral?
That's what it is. It's the
Bullshit.
cathedral.
They have it?
It's a real thing. It's based off a real town.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They have the, I
In
know they have
France?
the
Yeah,
Eiffel
the
Tower.
thing
Yeah, they
from,
do.
yeah, that's,
Do they
that's
really?
They have it, yeah.
That's not like a
Bullshit.
made from Notre Dame thing. That's a real structure. Like
Oh.
Yeah, like
The
it's been there forever.
yeah.
Wow.
It
No,
was
I'm saying put that in
It
Epcot.
was
I know it's a
have
real
you seen,
thing. But put it
Van Helsing, the one with
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman.
unfortunately.
You remember when he fought Mr. Hyde or whatever
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning? That was in that thing. That was
Oh,
the thing from
okay.
Hunchback
Yeah, I
of
know,
Notre
because
Dame.
they also have it at Notre Dame. The school, yeah. I know it's a real thing. I'm not that much of an idiot. I'm saying put that
You're
in.
the traveling salesman.
I'm just saying put it in
you should go
France.
to you should go to France.
In Epcot. I've been to France. I've been to actually 13 different countries, 12, 13 different countries.
I've been
And
to,
a cool little African outpost, which makes no sense.
What?
But I've been there.
I've been
I've been to China and Japan in like 10 minutes. The
I
beauty
said,
of Epcot.
I've
It
been
is the Notre Dame Cathedral.
I know that. I know that's a real thing.
Why do they gotta build it? They already have one.
Also, Hunchback of Notre Dame, one of the most underrated movies. It's an amazing film.
No.
There's gypsies in it.
No.
What more can
Well,
you
it
ask
is a
for?
very,
Gypsies.
it
And
is a-
gypsies are hot, is what
It
we
is a very
learned from this
controversial
movie.
when it
Gypsies.
comes to, like, it is a very controversial movie, like on
abortion.
The whole theme. 'Cause, well, it's all about the Catholic Church going against gypsies, which like when you look at Disney's movies, like they weren't afraid to do anything back in the day.
Listen, every Disney movie, someone's missing a parent. I don't know, like that.
Well, I mean that's
they're
that's
racist.
all right,
I don't know,
but no,
it just
no.
moves the story along. You know, Andy's
Well, I
mom
mean,
in Toy
you take
Story
Notre-
is only
like I
a single
said,
parent.
No, Hunchback of Notre Dame. You have the
That's
whole.
true.
You have the whole Catholic Church again going against the gypsies. I believe it's the Catholic Church. Probably like getting something wrong now. I'm gonna have a whole
Gypsies
bunch of
are
hate.
hot.
Gypsies are hot.
There was a show on TLC, My Gypsy Wedding or something. I don't know. Gypsies are a real thing.
my
You
big
know
fat
this.
Well,
gypsy
yeah.
wedding.
They're a real thing.
Probably what it was called. The big fat gypsy
They're made
wedding.
for this.
My big, that's not. That was an actual movie. That was my big fat Greek wedding. That wasn't gypsy.
Those were Greeks.
Those were Greeks. I'm not calling you fat. It's just the name of the movie.
Joey Fatone was in that.
He was.
I didn't watch
oh
it.
my
Was in
god, I
that.
haven't seen that forever.
It's okay, movie.
It's aight.
It's not bad.
It's aight.
The Greek girl could have been a little.
No,
better.
they had that. What else did Disney have that was pretty bad? You go back and like
The Black Cauldron.
Black Cauldron was a dark movie.
It was very dark.
It was very dark.
Very
Then you have the
dark.
scene in Lion King where like he like falls on the cliff or whatever, and the dust spells out sex or whatever. It's stupid.
Yeah, but
I don't believe that.
all Lion King is pretty much Bambi in Africa, with Elton John music and Hamlet.
Kinda.
Like Bambi in Africa.
How?
It's a coming of age story.
Yeah,
So is
but I
Bambi.
mean,
Your mother can't be with you right now because somebody fucking killed her, Bambi. Like, stop being a bitch. That's pretty much what it is in the Lion King. It's like, listen, Simba, Bambi's a dude.
I'm gonna name my son Bambi because that's such a manly name.
Bambi, yeah. But it's like, Simba, your father's dead. Fucking move on. Let's go. But instead, he runs off and fucks around with Timon and Pumbaa.
Hey, because he thought he killed him. He thought he killed his father.
Hey, I don't know. That's his own personal issues.
That's the whole point
It's
of
a
the
coming
movie.
of age.
He thought he killed his father, and so he ran away from home because he felt like he couldn't go back to the Pride Lands because he's the murderer of his dad. When it turns out, obviously, that Scar was, and that Scar used it to take over.
But we knew
Saying
this
that
from the get-go.
Simba was dead. But it's not Bambi.
Where's my Aladdin ride? I'm just saying, like, where are the good rides? What happened?
No one.
Disney's problem right now is this: like, Universal is building stuff that people want. Disney's not building what people want.
Yeah.
I didn't want New Fantasyland. I'll admit it was cool when they announced it. But
You know
what
I
is
want
it?
Disney? I
Like,
want a Star Wars theme park. I
Tron.
want a Marvel theme park. I want a Tron theme park. Or if you want to take all three of those ideas and make them one super theme park, that would be great.
a Villains Park, which we've been talking about for how many fucking
A Villains
decades
park
now?
would be great.
I'm just saying, like, half the park's good, half the park's evil. Boom.
I get you have to make it kid orientated, and that's fine. That's fine.
Trinner Bog, Night on Bald Mountain. Boom. Give me a ride.
That
Go.
would be a life-size Chernobog in the middle of like a lake or whatever would be fucking amazing. And then like their light show, like you just coordinate him to like shoot fire and shit.
Did you ever hear the story of Michael Eisner and the Imagineers that rode Spider-Man after it opened?
No.
Michael Eisner took him and a few other of his top Imagineers on Spider-Man after it opened in '99.
Spider-Man and Islands of Adventure.
Yeah,
Right?
and they got off the ride, and Michael Eisner turns to him, and this is reportedly what was said, was, how come you guys can't do anything like this? Like, what a slap in the face, you know? Like, Disney builds good stuff, they do, like, they build it pretty well, but, I don't know, for the first time since our industry's creation, Universal is doing pretty bad. They're doing good.
I
Doing
mean,
better than Disney.
because I feel like
Arch enemy.
like what you're. Yeah, I know. It's like they're just one and one. You're either Team Universal or Team
I'm both.
Islands of
I
Adventure. I like them both because I grew up with Disney. I love
Yeah,
Disney.
Disney
but
has a special place in my
Universal
heart.
is what's hot right now. It is what's popular at this moment.
But there
And
needs to
I
be a
feel like
plan
it's
in
more
place.
adult.
Yeah, it needs to be a plan in place to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Because like Universal could fuck it up just like
Well,
that.
I mean, because they're building what people want, but that's the thing. Like, how do I say this? Disney's stuff is more timeless. When Universal
Yeah.
first started, their shit was timeless. Jurassic Park, timeless. E.T., somewhat timeless. Terminator,
Jaws,
not so timeless. Jaws, timeless.
Harry Potter's just been the most recent thing that's timeless.
Yeah, that's
Potter
the
will
thing
always
about
be
it.
there no matter
I
what.
don't think Transformers is timeless. Men in
No.
Black, not timeless.
No.
Fucking Shrek, definitely not timeless.
Mummy.
You want that.
Mummy.
Despicable Me could be timeless.
Mummy needs to go.
Mummy needs to go. King
Like-
Kong was timeless. Mummy is
Yeah.
not timeless.
Mummy needs to go.
Yeah, because the first two films and then the third one was terrible. So
Yeah,
like it wasn't
King
like
Kong, the original King Kong ride was fantastic.
I never got to ride
I
it.
love
No.
I did see the video. That looked
it.
awesome. Apparently, you could write your own.
Yeah, but they had timeless rides. Now, the thing was, although they were timeless, they're not new. Disney has the thing where what they make is always timeless and new.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I
only
just-
thing that I think they should get rid of in Disney is Tom Sawyer's Island.
And the treehouse.
Everything about that area. But if they touched my fucking country bears, I would kill them.
Oh, they already touched it,
Well,
my
I mean,
friend.
they altered it, which
Yeah.
I'm okay with. But if you get rid of it, that's when I'm gonna have problems.
I don't know.
I love my country bears.
Listen, like Disney, it's gonna take them years to get back on top in the theme park. I will say this, like for movie-wise, box office,
Oh no, they're
they will
killing it.
continue to destroy Universal
They
until.
always will because they have the family aspect.
Yeah.
Disney has, and what they like locked in now is they have history. They have
Yeah.
credentials. So when you see a Disney movie coming out, besides Planes 2, Fire and Rescue,
Oh
and Theaters
God.
this Friday,
Which was like, boom, let's pull that out of our ass. Like,
both the first Planes movie was terrible.
it's supposed to be like a knockoff of Cars. Which was playing.
Yeah.
It's in the same Cars world, but not getting to that. It's just the thing is like Disney has the history of it. Like almost 100% of what they put out is going to be fucking good. And the thing is, you can take your kids to see it because they're kids' movies already. Like, you're like, hey, you know, I got a family, I can take my kids to see it. Even if you don't, if you're an adult, you grew up with Disney, you say, I know this movie's going to be good because I love these Disney movies already.
Yeah.
So you go see them. That's why I was blown away by Tangled. I love Tangled. I saw that when I was in high school, and I was just like, holy shit, like, this is really good. Like, Disney still has it. Like, they can capture that magic. So movie-wise, they're always solid. They will always be solid. Like, unless they start making, like, the very shitty movies that DreamWorks does. Not that everything that DreamWorks does is bad, but then they come out with that one movie that you're just like, the fuck was that?
Flushed Away.
God. Oh my God, I forgot about
Flushed
that.
Away.
And they have Flushed Away. Like, Disney doesn't have Flushed Away. The closest thing they have is fucking Planes and Planes 2.
It's done.
But
But yeah, Universal on top for the
For
first
now.
time in 60 years.
for now,
For now, how long will it be?
you know, it could be
It's
a
going
while.
to take Disney at least a decade.
Yeah.
Because Avatar's not going to do it. Star Wars Land
Star Wars
will
and
do
Marvel
it.
will do it. When
They'll
they
do
get
it.
the chance to do it, they'll do it. I'm
Do
telling
it
you.
now. Fuck the magic bands, man. Those would work
The
great
Star
at a
Wars
water
is
park.
Having the movie come out, hasn't even had the movies come out, and they have 3 of them coming out. Plus, I mean, it's Star Wars. That's a timeless franchise.
Build
So-
it now. There's
so-
enough. There's
Yeah,
enough movies
they
to
have
do
no
stuff
restrictions
now.
for it. Build it now.
Like,
So with that, we're at time. We gotta wrap it up.
all hail Universal.
All hail Universal. You like them for now, but Disney's gonna come out with something, and we're gonna switch. That's why I keep an
Tron.
open
I'm
mind
telling
for
you.
both
Build
ours.
Tron.
Build
Flynn's
Tron.
Arcade replace Disney Quest.
Seriously. I love Disney Quest though.
Yeah, but make it
It's great,
the
and
elevator
it's cheap.
sequence. Make that where you go into the computer and.
Alright. Yeah.
Well-
We're at time though. I've been your king, Dylan, joined by my nerd of the round, Nick, and our traveling salesman, Justin.
Thank you guys. They say you always remember your first, and I will.
I'm sure you'll be back in future podcasts.
Of course.
You know,
If
you're
you will have
traveling.
me. If
You're
you guys
traveling.
will have me.
You're traveling though. You gotta go to the other kingdoms, peddle your.
I gotta go back to my
promotions.
kingdom and feed the kids.
Feed the kids. I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing. No, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed us. Catch us again next week. We out.
Thank you.